Biniyayaan ng talino, ng ganda, magandang hubog ng katawan at talent lahat na yata. Pero there came a point na online na bash pa din siya. Paano kaya hinarap ni Karen Ibasco ang pagsubok na yan at marami pang ibang pagsubok at tagumpay sa kanyang buhay? Welcome po sa Changed by Faith kasama Cheska San Diego Bobadilla at hindi ko na patatagalin, kasama natin ang beauty queen, talented, bright, and with beauty and brain. Sabi nga kasama natin ang 2017 Miss Earth at hindi lang sa Pilipinas nanalo kundi nagdala at nag-uwi ng corona galing sa international pageant ng Miss Earth 2017 si Karen Ibasco. Karen, welcome sa ating podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me, Cheska, here on your show.
Kamusta ka? At alam namin dumaan ka sa maraming pageants, pero ngayon ano na bang pinagkakaabalahan ni Miss Karen?
Oh, well, actually, to be honest, not many pageants, only very few. Kasi I focus more on my career before going into this industry para I would be competent enough to speak what I have to speak. And then now, after 8 years of winning Miss Earth, I continued the brand. I continued more on the sustainability side. So I focused on conservation works. I have consulting works for image. And then I do a lot of communication work as well. So I've been right and left with work. So I've been very busy.
Busy right? Sa lahat ng schedule.
And I'm very happy.
Very, very busy. Ako ay personal friend. Kumbaga bago kasi si Karen maging beauty queen at bago pumasok sa industriya ng pageant or pageantry ba ang tawag dyan, matagal na kaming personal na magkakilala.
Yeah.
So, yung mga karamihan sa mga kwento ng buhay ni Karen, na-share na rin naman sa akin. Pero magandang nasabi mo yan na pumasok ka sa mundo ng beauty pageant, beauty contest. Akala ng marami sa atin na basta maganda ka, basta talented ka, you have the looks, you have the body, ay pwede kang sumali sa ganyan. And once you won or did not win, tapos na yung career. Pero it continues pala even after your reign or your time.
It does. Depende siya how you would continue or build your brand, if I may say it that way. So, when I started, I really researched.
Okay.
Kasi Miss Earth, it was a bit different compared to other pageants. Kasi kailangan alam mo more about the planet, you know more about sustainability. And since I'm a scientist, I had to maximize my time. Kasi my parents were not very pro so much of joining competitions because they want a private life for me.
Okay.
So, ang ginawa ko, I was only given an ample amount of time. My dad sabi niya, sige, try mo. One time, second time. Tapos may timeline ako. If
Pero
ever I don't get it.
Unang nagpaalam ka, hindi agad pumayag?
Perhaps I would say my dad changed his mind in a way na nakita niya pageants have evolved.
Okay.
Like you can really use a platform and give a voice. So nagkaroon ng change of heart yung dad ko. Kasi hindi naman ako willing na to go against him for something that I dream of. I believe that's very rebellious and the blessing is not there when your parents don't approve of it. So I believe that the blessing that God has for you and the path that God has for you has the support of your parents.
Totoo.
And you're not supposed to disobey your parents. That's in the Bible. So, nung nagkaroon ng change ng heart yung dad ko, nakita ko, oh wow, nag-open talaga yung doors. That God was calling me for this industry. So, I tried. I got trained. I did my research. I didn't win in my first competition. It was Binibining Pilipinas in 2016. But I learned a lot from there. And no hard feelings. I love the competition. I love all the people. Yeah. It wasn't just my time. And I saw all the things since I didn't win. Inaral ko ano ba yung mali sa akin, kailangan kong i-improve. And I really saw a lot.
Okay.
And with my trainers as well. So I asked my trainers, ano pa yung gusto mo pa ba? Isa pa ba? Ano yung mas better competition? Is it another Binibining Pilipinas or perhaps another competition? And with the help of my trainers, they told me these are the things that you have to change. Let's make it better. Baguhin natin yung mga bagay na hindi mo dapat ginagawa. So, nag-brainstorm kami and they said, Miss Philippines Earth was good for you.
Okay.
And I thought, wala pa namang scientist na sumasali. And the reason why I joined is to also break the stereotype when they say that beauty pageants or beauty queens are only pretty. And they can't say anything good or they can't say anything right, you know. So when I did that, Sabi ko, sige, let's try this one. And slowly, God was opening the doors for me. I did my research. Since I'm a physicist, I studied more about the conservation of energy and the embrace of renewable energy. Talagang inaral ko siya strategically to have a good advocacy.
Okay.
And the moment I spoke, I captured the ears of people.
Oo.
She was so different. She knows about climate change. It's not about the previous people who joined na reuse, recycle, tapos they
Yes.
really don't know what they're talking about. They just talk about cleaning coastal communities, clean up, tas wala na.
Oo.
As in,
Clean
wala
up
masyadong
drive,
laman. Oo.
recycling.
That's it. So,
Okay.
ang ginawa ko, aaralin ko siya para pag nabigyan ako ng platform, I can really speak about it in layman's term para maintindihan ng tao.
Okay.
Explain about climate change is and what my advocacy is. And afterwards, by God's grace, I really prayed. Sabi ko, at the end of the day, there's only gonna be one winner. Either it's me or it's not me. I would submit to your will, Lord. But I have a mindset of a winner. Of course, when you join a competition, hindi naman pwedeng, tako, talo na ako. Hindi ganon. Yung mindset mo as a person, you know that, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know how to hide them, you know how to show your strengths, you know how to not compare yourself to other people. And the moment I stood there, I said, you've already equipped me. At the end of the day, this is not my decision. So I was so grateful, and the crowd went wild after I answered. And at that point, I had a clue I would win.
Okay.
And
Alam mo
then,
na. Ramdam mo na.
After I answered, yeah.
Oo.
But it was a question that I didn't know was gonna be asked. But I really trained myself for various questions that might possibly be asked of me. So people would say na, so sobrang ganda daw ng pagkasagot ko. Alam ko daw yung question. As in, it was that
so
good.
parang feeling nila, baka scripted kasi parang alam na alam niya yung isasagot niya.
Actually, hindi ko talaga alam. As in, wala ka talagang idea for Miss Earth. Wala kang idea ano yung pwedeng matanong. So, kailangan alam mo lahat ng possible stuff na matanong sa'yo. So, that's what I did. I really studied. Kahit sa traffic, nag-aaral ako. Kasi 24 hours a day lang. Tapos, bilang na bilang ko na yung time pag-competition. So, I only have my time for my trainers. So, I need to have the time for myself that I would train myself. So, I would do it in traffic.
Aral. Oo.
Sabi ko, ito yung possible questions. How do you answer it? It was not that good. Let's try it again. How would you remove some of the words? So, para maging 30 seconds lang yung sagot. Ganun ko yung sarili ko.
Okay. So, talagang
Even while I'm driving.
pinaghandaan. Hindi lang pagpapaganda ng katawan, pagpapaganda ng skin, pagpapaganda ng
Lahat,
face,
yeah.
lahat. Pati yung, sabi nga nila, yung intellect. Kasi yan na yung basihan din ngayon, di ba? So, backtrack lang ako ng konti, Karen, no? Bago ka mapunta sa Miss Earth, isa ba yan sa tinignan mo? Kasi Binibining Pilipinas yung una mong sinalihan dito sa bansa, no? Nakita mo ba ang pagpili ng pageant na sasalihan? Ano yung, Lord, san ba ako? Ano yung purpose? Kailangan may purpose yung sasalihan ko, hindi lang para gusto ko kasi or feel ko sumali ng mga beauty contest. So, unlike now na sobrang dami ng mga pageants nalilito na nga tayo sa mga sa mga competitions, sa mga pangalan ng competitions. Before, it was just Binibining Pilipinas, Miss Earth, Mutya ng Pilipinas, may mga ganun pa before. A few. Pero ngayon ang dami na. So, strategic din yung pagpili kung saang pageant.
To be honest, nung una, I just had a desire of having a platform. Because when I saw Shamsi, honestly, totoo to, when I saw Shamsi, she was such a professional person who joined the competition and she was able to share her profession. And I was wanting to share my testimony. Sabi ko, I have a good background and I believe that I'm being called for this. Hindi ko pa alam specifically at that time what crown. As in, very vague pa siya sa akin. Basta alam ko, it's a pageant.
Okay.
So, one of the biggest at that time was Binibining Pilipinas. I was like, I felt this was it. And I got in, but really, it wasn't for me. Hindi ko nga alam kung anong crown yung gusto ko that time. Gusto ko pa nga Intercon or Supra kasi hindi ko pa talaga alam.
Okay.
And then, I didn't get that, but Binibining Pilipinas was my training ground. Because the competition in Binibini was very intense.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are joining. And then, I really sat down with my trainer. Sabi ko, where do you really think is pretty much good for me? Doon kami nag-start mag-isip, why don't you try Miss Philippines? Or sabi ko, sige, but when I try this will be my last. Kasi I only had a timeline.
Okay.
I wouldn't join 10 times until I get the crown.
Tingin mo, alam ng mga trainers kung sino sa mga, of course, hindi lang ikaw ang hinandle nila. Sino sa mga kandidatang gustong sumali ang talagang seryoso?
Oh yeah, they can see it. Talagang tututukan ka nila kapag makikita nila na willing ka. Kailangan yung willingness nandun, yung diligence mo para ka matuto. Hindi yung, wala lang, punta lang ako dito. Tapos parang napadaan ka lang. Hindi, iba yung taong gustong manalo.
Okay.
For experience. Sabi ko nga, every time I join the competition, I'm not here for experience.
Hindi lang
I'm
for
here to win.
fun.
Yeah. It wasn't for fun. Because I was only given ample amount of time. Pag hindi ko ito nakuha, tapos na. I'm gonna go back to my career.
May age requirement and age limit ang sumali sa mga beauty pageants.
Yung time ko, for Miss Philippines, that was the last year I was allowed. So I gave it my all.
Okay. Kasi the following year, hindi na
pwede.
pasok sa age.
Oo. So,
Okay.
I had to give it my all. Inaral ko, nag-train ako more. Tapos sabi ko, this is a good competition. Actually, what's funny is that Miss Philippines Earth was the only pageant that I watched live. And Miss Earth was the only pageant I watched live as well. Both in Moa Arena.
Okay.
I didn't know that God was trying to tell me, this will be your arena next year.
One day.
Hindi ko pa siya nakita at that time. But when I was on stage, doon ko nakita God was telling me, prepare yourself. This will be your arena. And I will place you here.
Yes, I was there watching her sa MOA Arena nung dito sa Philippines sa competition. Okay, nababanggit mo na ikaw ay scientist, ang background mo ay into science talaga. So, nag-work ka sa profession na inaral mo.
Yes, I did. I started, since I'm a scholar of the UST, I started teaching in the university.
Okay.
And then I practiced my field as a medical physicist in the hospital. So what a medical physicist does, I worked in radiation oncology sa mga cancer patients. We calculate their radiation doses.
Okay.
Kasama to ng mga chemotherapy. So very technical yung work kasi very physics side siya, more on radiation. Radioactive sources, external beams, that's what I did in the hospital. And then that's where I started having the desire. Why don't I join a bigger arena so people would see what I do in life? You know, I could inspire a lot of people. I could share a message that could change the world. That's why I joined.
Doon pa lang,
Yeah,
nalaman
and to share
mo na.
testimony. Yeah.
Okay. So, na-birth na doon pa lang. Kasi exposure mo, I mean, personally, sinishare mo sa akin, sa amin, na may nami-meet ka. Of course, yung compassion for the sick people.
Yeah.
Diba? Doon nagsimula yon. And, nag-evolve siya into something bigger na I want to do an impact or create an impact para din sa environment. Ngayon, no, para sa mundo, hindi na lang doon sa people around me.
Yeah, I actually started because my mom was a cancer patient. That's why I got into the field that I was in. And I wanted to go for a bigger arena. But I guess I would say that when I worked sa hospital, na-mold yung character and values ko.
Okay.
Not to take life for granted. Ever. Because there are patients that I would see buhay pa, the next day wala na. Doon ko nakita na I can never take life for granted. I can never take my job for granted. There's a reason why I was here. There's a purpose why I'm here. Because I know the reason kung bakit ang hirap kapag may family member kang meron. Because we had to give up everything for my mom. You know, kahit maubos kami, mabuhay lang siya, okay lang. So I had so much compassion for the people when I was working, kahit pagod na pagod ako sa work. And then nagkaroon ako, I had a calling for something bigger that was just a little different from what I was doing, pero still the same that I want to make a difference. That's it. Marami kang makakasama sa work na doesn't really care much about the patient. They're just there for the job. And it's sad to say. It's sad to say that it still happens around everywhere, around the world. They're there for the pay. They're not there to make a difference. I was there because I know what it feels like to have a family member who is sick, who has terminal illness. And I had co-workers na didn't care much. They just wanted to they just wanted to finish the day and go home. Not much compassion for the patients. I even had a patient before. Well, I'm not gonna name names, but yung anak niya was my student in UST. Doon lang kami nagkita. So, makikita mo doon na what you do in life can make an impact, even small or big, to someone you meet.
Sa anak pala niya, doon ka nakakagawa ng difference.
Na-meet ko yung daughter niya nung student ko pa siya. And then, nakita ko ulit siya sa hospital. Sabi ko, why are you here? Sabi niya, my mom is sick. Sabi ko, okay, sige. Tapos, napunta pa siya sa case ko.
Mhm.
Ako pa nag-handle sa mom niya that time. Tapos when I see her, alam mo yung makikita mo yung difference na you can really make a difference just by a smile or offer of a seat to a person. Sometimes kasi sobrang busy natin, nakakalimutan natin yung the small interactions you do can make a difference to a person who's going through so much.
Mhm.
A kind word, a simple offer of a seat, a simple smile that can light up the person's day. Nakakalimutan mo yun kasi busy ka.
Oo.
I'm so grateful na hindi siya nawala sa akin. That when I got to a bigger arena, I never lost that value. I never lost that character. God had made it so strong in me as a foundation that I never lose sight of the people I'm gonna meet and the people I can make an impact on a bigger arena. I didn't know I was gonna win. I didn't know. I just knew I was called and I went. That's it.
Mhm. So yung feeling na nanalo ka dito sa Pilipinas at nanalo ka internationally, it's the same impact dun sa mga simple gesture. Sabi mo nga, maging compassionate ka sa isang tao lang.
Yeah.
Ngitian mo, kumustahin mo yung isang tao lang. It's the same energy.
Yeah. It's the same energy. Although medyo iba na ngayon sa industry that I'm in, kasi small or big actions are magnified. That's why I learned that no matter what I do, I just need to learn that what I do is of character and of value, and it doesn't matter what people say. Because sometimes you do something good, people will still say something bad. You know, you can't please everybody. That's why I learned that I have to be surrounded by good people that's going to support me with the good things I'm going to do, and who's willing and not afraid to correct me if there's something that's wrong with me, to help me become better.
Oo. Sasali ka man sa beauty pageant o sa simpleng araw-araw nating buhay. Sabi mo nga, you can't please everyone, pero dapat matibay ka sa mga ganyan kasi hindi lahat natutuwa sa'yo, hindi lahat, di ba? Dumating sa point na marami ang nagulat, di ba? Sabi, sobrang talino ni Karen. Kapag may question, iba daw klase ang sagot. Pinag-aralan, sabi nga, mukha na daw scripted. Sobrang galing or ganda ng kanyang sagot. But there came a point na kahit gaano kabilib ang tao, nabash ka pa rin at one point. Kwentuhan mo kami kung ano nangyari.
Well, when I won, honestly, I had a team who's gonna do your makeup, your hair. I don't have time to think much about that. So I trusted my team to do it. I really focused on warming up myself for the walk, for the Q&A. Lahat yun iniisip ko on the day itself. Alam niyo na mga fellow candidates ko for international na I don't talk to them as much kapag magsa-start na yung show. Kasi nag-aaral
Focused
ako.
ka na. Okay.
I was that focused. So we didn't have a test run. Apparently, my makeup artist changed his technique on the night itself. And I didn't know it wouldn't look so nice on the lights, stage light.
Okay.
Parang nagkaroon ng na-wash siya yung colors. Sabi ko, if I would be given a chance, I could do it on my own.
Okay.
If I knew it was gonna happen.
So parang in short, hindi bumagay sa'yo yung makeup
No,
na
it
ginawa
did
niyo
not.
on that day.
Even the hair, everything. But that person who did that to me did not apologize.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't know it looked like that. I had no idea. So people thought, I looked like that.
Okay.
So parang sinayaan ko, sabi ko, I can't change it. It's already there. I can't change anything. I performed well. I won. I was given the crown. And there were so many people supporting you. There were also other people not supporting you why you won. There were mixed comments from people. But you know what? After that incident, I responded in a way that really won the hearts of people. I did not respond in rage. I did not get mad. I accepted what happened and I moved forward. And I gained so much respect from so many people, even internationally. And then when they saw me every time in person, it's always positive comments. Oh my goodness, you don't look like that. Because people edited it online.
Okay.
So they were like,
ang harsh talaga, no?
people
ng mga
are like that.
netizens.
So how do you move forward with things like that? So I learned I can't change it. But there were good shots as well. Just people would focus more on the bad things.
Yes. Diba? That time nga, kung matatandaan nyo, minsan mga media outfits or yung mga posts online na talagang headline nila, kumbaga, yung hindi flattering na nakuha. How did you take all of that?
I took it in a way na I asked God for strength because there were people who's really gonna ask you questions that would try to make you answer in a bad way so you will be talked about.
Katulad ng parang provocative questions.
Very provocative.
Katulad ng,
May mga tao, anong nararamdaman mo ngayon na nakita mo yung ganung picture? Sabi ko, kalma ka lang. Sabi ko sa kanya, it was also like a journalist. It was like a live show. Kasi gusto niya parang wild yung answer para
raw
gumanda
emotions.
Yung show. Sabi ko, I can't change what happened. I just have to move forward and accept. I already won the crown. And she was like, wala siya masabi. She just moved to another question. I was like, that's how you answer it.
Yes.
You answer it with so much composure, character, and value that nobody can say something bad in how you answered it. I can't change it. It's already there. But there were good photos. You just focused on the bad ones so you can be talked about. So I would rather focus on the good things rather than the bad.
So doon mo rin na-realize, Karen, na totoo yung sinasabi na marami kang ginawang tama, pero isang mali lang. Doon magfo-focus ang mga tao sa mali mong nagawa.
Yeah.
Although hindi mo nga pagkakamali yung nangyari na yun.
Sabi ko, yeah, that's true. Pero sabi ko, I learned to forgive even without an apology. Because my makeup artist never said anything. He just let me be. He never came out, it was my fault. No, nothing.
Until now?
Yeah.
Na-forgive mo na?
Because, even though he never asked for forgiveness, I learned to forgive. I learned that forgiveness is not just for the person who hurt you, but it's also for you. Because you're the one imprisoned in the pain. Learning how to forget, forgive and forget, is forgetting the pain that situation brought to you, not forgetting what happened. Because sometimes you have to learn from the situation. Kapag nakalimutan mo, mauulit na naman yan. You just forget the pain when you forgive someone. You don't remember the pain anymore. That's
so
how
tingin
God
mo,
removes it.
Inalaw ni God na mangyari yun sa'yo dahil may purpose din kung paano siya haharapin?
Exactly. You're not gonna depend on yourself. You're gonna depend on how God is gonna push you through it. Sometimes, Christians should understand that God, most of the time, would not miraculously just change the situation, but give you the strength to walk through it. So you would know and be molded in becoming a better Christian. It's like how gold is refined in fire. Gold is refined kapag nasa heat of the fire siya. It's the same with Christians. It's the same with people. God would allow you to go through really tough times to bring out the best in you. And He will give you His Spirit to give you strength and empowerment how to go through it. Yeah.
May mga sumasali sa pageant, ngayon pa lang na siguro at an early age, nagre-ready, di ba? Sa lakad, nag-uumpisa silang practicein ang lakad at sumali sa kanilang siguro mga localities nila, city, province, or kung anumang mga pageants. At hindi lahat nananalo agad. Marami ang sumasali na ganito yung experience pero they try and try and try.
Okay.
Tingin mo, may value talaga yun? Na uulitin mo siya hanggat hindi mo siya makuha. Paano mo malalaman kung magsa-stop ka na or tuloy lang?
Yeah. I was asked that question before. That's a very good question because people would say, try and try until you succeed. That's the quote. That depends on the situation. So with me, I didn't win the first time. I tried again, but I had a plan. I had a limit. I was not the type of person who's gonna chase my dream kung 10 beses ka nang na-deny. In a way na, it depends. Like Disney, Walt Disney, one of his stories was he was rejected many times, but he still continued. If the fire is still there, the desire is being pushed in your heart, go ahead, but know when to stop. When the doors are closing in front of you, I think it's already time for you to stop. Hindi siya applicable sa lahat ng situation na try and try until succeed. It's good to surrender your desires to God kasi your desires might be not the Lord's and it's something you're trying to pursue. So it's good, one of the things to put is surrender your desires to God. If you don't get it, the desire is still there, then move forward. Maybe try again. Maybe it's really something that He's teaching you, like with my situation. Pero kapag may times talaga na pinipilit mo, hindi pa rin. Kailangan discerning ka. Na baka hindi siya para sa'yo, baka ikaw lang yung may gusto. It's good to learn to surrender. It's good to learn to seek God's will, not just pushing for what you want. Because people would always say, I've always wanted to become like this, but hindi siya nabibigay sa akin. You seek God. Maybe it's not for you. That's one of the foundations that I can really share. Kasi maraming tao na pinipilit pumasok ng industry, pero talagang makikita mo closed yung doors. Kasi kapag kay God, you open niya yung door.
Mhm.
You don't have to push for anything. He will open the door for you and you will see it.
Mhm.
And you have to learn to seek Him and you will be discerning to see if this is the path that He has for you. Pero pag nakikita mo nag-close na talaga yung door, it's time for you to stop
Mhm.
and move on. Maybe it's not created for you. Maybe it's just you wanting it for yourself.
Katulad nung ikaw sabi mo nga hindi naging in favor sa'yo yung una mong pagsali
Yeah.
sa beauty pageant. Pero ang lingering words na naririnig namin sa'yo on the second time
Mhm.
na sumubok ka ulit, this will be my last.
Yes. Kailangan may timeline ka. Hindi pwede yung you will try and try until you succeed. Until what? 100 time?
Mhm.
Kasi when you're a student, honestly, this is my stand. When you're a student, your priority is your studies. Pageants nowadays choose someone who has credibility,
Mhm.
who has the character, who has the competence. What can you share in your life now if you have nothing to share? You know, that's why a lot of people, I would always say if you're a student, I would encourage you to finish your studies first.
Mhm.
Kasi maraming sumasali, pag nanalo na, kinakalimutan na yung school.
Mhm.
People look up to you. What are you gonna share to them? You yourself did not even finish your education.
Mhm.
Kasi masyado ka nang nakuha ng industry.
Mhm.
Masyado ka nang nabulag na, oh, I can earn my own money.
Okay.
You forgot your education.
Mhm.
So I would always tell them, focus on yourself first, finish your school, and then think and brainstorm and strategize well
Mhm.
and have a timeline. Hindi yung sasali ka ng sasali tapos
Hanggang sa
alamin
manalo
mo
ka.
pa lang, ito pala yung sa akin.
Mhm.
Beforehand, aralin mo na siya. Bago ka pa sumali.
Mhm.
So it takes time. Ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, people want the limelight immediately, in an
Mhm.
instant. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, bago ka mag-umpisa, dapat alam mo na yung purpose kung bakit mo siya ginagawa. Hindi yung nandun ka na, sige, malalaman ko na lang
Yeah.
as we go along.
The thing that I learned, there are 3 things that I learned before I joined the competition. The desire that you really
Mhm.
want it, if it's really God opening the door for you.
Mhm.
The second one is your purpose. Why do you want to join?
Mm.
The third one is excellence. Doing things with so much excellence, seeing your credibility as a person, your competence, and your character. Those are full-on armors in joining. A lot of people don't have that nowadays. They just want to
Okay.
win because they want the crown. And then what?
Mhm. Hindi mo na alam ang gagawin mo, manalo ka man, anong gagawin mo, 'di ba? Matalo ka, ano rin ang gagawin mo
Mhm.
after? So, dapat alam mong sagutin 'yun sa sarili mo.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anong advice mo dun sa mga gustong sumubok, talagang desire ng heart nila na pumasok sa ganyan? Paano mo rin daw malalaman? Halimbawa, ikaw galing ka sa corporate, 'di ba? Or nagtatrabaho ka sa iyong
Aha.
profession. Paano mo nalaman na it's about time for me to focus on pageants na? Hindi na ako magfo-focus dito sa... Kasi for a time, I think you did dalawa yan na pinagsabay mo siya.
Yeah. Ang nangyari sa akin was more of, I really felt a calling to go.
Mhm.
And I understood that sometimes you have to learn to risk in your life
Okay.
because you can never go back being young again. Sabi ko, if I don't do this and if I get older, this will be the biggest regret.
Mhm.
If I never knew what I could have tried because I never did, you know? And true enough, it was for me. Sabi ko,
Paano kung hindi mo sinubukan?
exactly, hindi mo siya malalaman. Yun yung sinasabi ko na, actually, risking in life or opportunities are a gift of God to you.
Mhm.
Or I can make it an analogy as a gift. Opportunities are like a gift. Technically, the gift is not just yours until you receive it.
Mhm.
So, opportunities are not yours until you risk it. Kasi, the opportunities can pass by in front of you when you don't try it, when you don't risk it.
Mhm.
There's a job opening, hindi mo sinubukan. There's an opportunity for you to join, hindi mo sinubukan.
Mhm.
Paano mo malalaman kung hindi mo to try? It's actually better to have a redirection of losing and not having the job than for you not trying.
Mhm. So yan hindi lang sa love applicable yan, ang sinasabi ni Karen, na para hindi maging what if,
Yeah.
di ba? Yung mga iniisip natin about different aspects of life, mas maganda na i-risk natin, pero mas maganda rin, pinag-isipan, pinaghandaan.
Yes.
More importantly, pinag-pray mo, Karen,
Yes, I
at
did.
may word na binigay
Yeah,
sa'yo.
I did. The reason why I was that confident is because I had words from God and the door was opening. I was like, okay, ito yun. Actually, when I did the Go See for Binibining Pilipinas, I didn't get it. I was
Okay.
not a part of the first selection. I was like, I don't think this is the right thing that's happening because God told me I was gonna be here.
So may word ka.
Meron. Kaya
Pero-
sabi ko, ano nangyari? I was so confused. I never
Mhm.
been that confused in my life. It took me 1 week.
Mhm.
God really stalled it. Sabi ko
Okay.
sa kaibigan ko, itaga mo sa bato, hindi to yung last. Sabi ko, remember this night, it will not be the end. Maybe
Mhm.
this decision is not yet final for Binibining Pilipinas. A week after I was called back.
Okay.
A week after I was called back. And I was like, oh, this is really where God is placing me. At that year, I was supposed to join Miss Philippines na kasi hindi ako nako for Binibini.
Mhm.
Pero binalig ako ni God for Binibini because I had to be trained in that arena first for Miss Philippines Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So itong kasunod na hindi mo na napuntahan dahil pinabalik ka sa Binibining Pilipinas, ito pala yung pageant na mapapanalunan mo the
Yeah.
following year.
But I had to be trained first.
Okay.
Because, but true enough, when I really saw my, when you don't win, you have to learn to listen to constructive criticism. Ano ba yung mga maling nagawa ko? Hindi ka nga nanalo, so kailangan alam mo bakit ka hindi. True enough, when I was looking at my performance, I was really not ready.
Mhm.
I was overdoing it. I don't know how to control myself when the crowd is going wild.
Mhm.
So my trainers had to guide me. This is what you do next time. Because
Mhm.
it's wrong. It's not right. That's why you didn't get it. Sabi ko, okay, that was a good training ground. When I went for Miss Philippines Earth, I was so ready.
Mhm.
I was so ready that if you make me win tonight, I'm ready for the international. That's how ready I was.
So, meron talaga, no, totoo yung sinasabi sa word ni God that many are the plans
Yeah.
in a man's heart, but it's the Lord purpose that prevails. Minsan nga ako iniisip ko yung word na yun, bakit purpose yung nilagay?
Yeah.
Hindi many plans, many are the plans in our hearts, but it is the Lord's plan that prevails. Pero bakit purpose? Kasi it's a deeper meaning. It has a
Yeah,
deeper meaning, diba? So, after winning a pageant, marami ka ng pinagdaanan. Ano pinagkakaabalahan ngayon ni Karen? At
Oh.
bigger arena pa ngayon that you continue to make an impact in the lives of people.
What's good is that Miss Earth really opened the doors for me when it comes to sustainability. I continued 8 years after. I still continued and I love doing what I do. I focused more on the communication side. I focused a lot of speaking engagements. I focused a lot on hosting. Pero lahat to under sustainability.
Okay.
I focused on image consulting as well. And I do a lot of conservation works with the government, with NGOs. Like I'm one of the ambassadors for WWF Philippines. And I love doing what I do. So I do a lot of project basis. So I was telling you, I've been in and out since, 2 weeks na? But actually, I had projects before. May pahinga yun, but this time around, wala. And I got sick. Because I've been everywhere. I just came back from Mindanao.
Oo. Dahil sa speaking engagement. At marami pa yan dahil nga it's the season of events,
Yeah.
season of hosting. And yun yung sinasabi mo, Karen, na kapag hindi mo alam yung purpose mo at hindi ito yung purpose mo, sumali ka lang dahil gusto mong manalo sa pageant or
Yeah.
kung ano man. Gusto mo lang ng stage lights or limelight. Hindi ka tatagal.
It's hard kasi when you really don't know, or sometimes you can be redirected in time, depending on the opportunities that will open for you. Like for me, after I won, I built a really good brand that the doors just continually opened for me. And it was the brand of sustainability. And I can't let that go because everyone is shifting to sustainability now. The message that I gave 8 years ago is still relevant until now and even more urgent to be heard because we can all experience what's happening now.
Iba talaga
The
ngayon.
effects of all the natural phenomena, the disasters happening, the climate change that's happening is not just in the Philippines but all around the world. It's real and it's getting hotter and hotter.
Yes, yung mga terms na naririnig lang natin before at yung mga terms, mga terminology, mga scientific, di ba?
Yeah.
Mga scientific words na naririnig lang natin or nababasa natin sa textbook. Ngayon nangyayari na siya lahat, Karen.
It's happening. That's why, sabi ko, why should I leave? This is exactly where God wants me to be. That's the reason why He placed me there in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaya doon sa mga nakikinig sa atin nanonood ngayon na baka yan ang kinalalagyan mo ngayon, may purpose si Lord dyan. Di ba?
God always has a purpose.
Yes, baka din, sabi nga ni Karen, pinipilit natin yung sarili natin sa isang sitwasyon na siguro kasi gusto natin eh. Pero baka hindi yan ang gusto ng Lord o ng God para sa atin. So, may verse din Karen sa Bible na katulad ng ginawa mo, you trusted God, di ba? Trust in the Lord with all your heart, sabi yan sa Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. Kasi nga sabi mo, Lord, may word ka na pero bakit iba yung nangyayari in actuality? So I'm really confused. So sa ganong panahon ng confusion, word lang ni God talaga ang babalikan mo.
Yeah, because God's word is absolute truth and you can't change it. It's active and it's living. Even it was written long time ago by different authors. God was the one who inspired all those authors to write it and to have a collection of book together, which is what we have, the Bible. And we're very grateful and honored to have the Bible with us in the Philippines because it's not a restricted country. You can open your Bible. Ang ginagawa ng iba, super dusty na. Open your Bible because it's such a good word. It's the biggest treasure. With God, it is when you read the Bible, it's a way of God talking to you. So why would you not want to listen to that? He will give you a direction. He will direct you with the stuff that He wants for you. So we Christians, we don't manifest. We surrender. Because there's already a plan for you. But you have to trust the Maker to lead you to the plan that He has for you.
Paano binago ng kanyang pananampalataya si Karen Ibasco?
My faith is the whole foundation of who I am. I am not me because I'm Miss Earth. I'm not me because I'm a scholar or a graduated with honors. I'm not me because I'm a physicist. I'm me because I'm a servant of the Lord. That's the whole foundation of who I am. And I became all these things for Him and through Him.
At pag ganyan ang na-realize mo na at kumbaga na-imbibe na sa iyong puso, sa isipan, maging Miss Earth ka man Philippines, maging Miss Earth ka man internationally, mabash ka man, magkaroon ka man ng ibang mga failures or successes in life. Dahil tuloy yung buhay, Karen, di ba?
Yeah.
So mas maiintindihan natin ang deeper purpose natin at lahat yan makakaya natin through the grace of God.
Yeah.
Sige. So, ano ang mensahe mo para doon sa mga gustong sumunod sa yapak mo? Baka yan din ang calling nila, magkaroon ng platform for change.
First of all, pray about it. Pray about if this is God's will for you. Because if you believe that God is calling you and has put that desire in your heart, ask Him for the purpose why He wants you to join. And then do it with so much excellence, asking for His guidance. Do it with a heart that is willing to listen to correction if you have to, and be supported by the people who love you. I would really encourage you to know your worth before going out there, because the biggest foundation that you'll ever have is your faith in God. That's it.
Si Miss Karen Ibasco, hindi napili nung una, pero natawag ulit. Na-train, di ba? Na-train, nanalo sa Pilipinas, nanalo internationally, na-bash at some point, nagkaroon ng mga failures, nagkaroon ng successes, may mga challenges ulit, pero tuloy ang laban para sa purpose ni God sa buhay niya. Karen, maraming salamat.
Thank you for having me here. It's
Maraming
such an honor.
salamat. Na-inspire na naman tayo at sa buhay ni Karen, sa kanyang mga pinagdaanan at sa mga successes in life, ano ba ang mensahe ni God para sa inyo? So, nandyan dapat ang preparation, nandyan ang inspiration, nandyan ang confirmation galing sa Panginoon. Naway natutunan po natin ang mga bagay-bagay na mas makakapag-boost pa ng ating faith, ng ating pananampalataya, ng tiwala sa Panginoon. Nakasama natin si Karen Ibasco, ang Miss Earth Philippines 2017 at yan po ang kanyang kwento dito sa Changed by Faith. Yan po ang kanyang kwento dito sa Changed by Faith. Nakasama po natin ang MX3 Natural Supplements. Nakasama niyo rin po Cheska San Diego Bobadilla.